Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Andrew Meeuwsen, the head boys basketball coach at Plymouth. How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, you literally start your season tonight.
We do.
Of course, going down to play Waterford Mod. What's that going to be like to go down there and start the campaign?
Yeah, we scheduled a couple tough games to start. Waterford Mott, I think they had 16, 17 wins last year. They bring some good players back. It'll be a good challenge for us. They play pretty fast. They like to press. I think that'll be a good test for us with some of our more inexperienced guards that are going to be playing some minutes this year. So yeah, a real good test. Should be a good battle. Hopefully we can find a way to come out with a win. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, going into the year, of course, year two, with you taking over this, you obviously compared to a year ago, now everybody and you did before, but now that you're kind of in the system, everybody knows what to expect now. What's it been like now to have everything, in year two compared to last year?
yeah, it's definitely. I feel like we kind of hit the ground running. Our first day of practice, we got 7 juniors who came back, so 7 seniors on our team, who've all been in my kind of practices and have been coming to all of our 4-man workouts and our open gyms all summer and all fall. So it's exciting that there's not as much teaching going on. Obviously, we're teaching every day, but some of the things that um, the kids already know, certain drills and certain ways we're trying to do stuff. And it's been nice. The older kids, our seniors, have been helping coach. They've been helping the other guys, like, hey, nope, that's not how we do it. We got to do it like this, whether it's on defense or whether it's the sets and plays we're running. So it's good to see that feedback's coming. The seniors, they listen, they learn. Now they can also help those juniors, and we got one sophomore on our team, so those guys are all gonna, you know, have some inexperience, and a couple of those juniors and a sophomore are gonna play, which is exciting. But there's some guys who know what's going on, and then there's some guys who are learning on the fly as well. So it's been a good transition. I think looking forward, I'm very excited because we've done it for one year. I've done it for one year. We kind of know what to expect. We just got to get the guys, playing together and becoming the best team they can be. So.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some of those guys that are going to be got some guys to watch this year.
Yeah, so we bring back Adrice Cotton, big 6'4", 6'5", like 290 offensive lineman. He's playing football at Northwestern. We're real excited that he chose to play football or come back and play basketball. He had some good minutes for us last year, scored some points and rebounds, and a real good leader for us. We also have a senior, Lucas Porter, um, who actually didn't get to play an entire season last year. He broke his elbow last year. I don't know if you remember that, when we were at Salem, and he missed out on. He probably only played 5 or 6 games last year. So we're excited to have him back, and he's a true all around basketball guy. He's a gym. He's got some colleges looking at him. He's got a bright future of playing basketball after high school. So it's gonna be exciting to have him back. We missed him a lot last year. We were missing maybe one more guard like Lucas. And he's a guy. He's another vocal leader for us. Very excited, to have him for healthy and ready to go. A couple more guys. Jackson McKeag, same thing as Lucas. He was kind of hurt last year. He missed a lot of games. He only played in a couple games last year because of injuries, and he's healthy and he's back. And he's actually a 3-year guy. He was playing varsity basketball as a sophomore. So there's some experience there with those 3 guys. And then our guards, Ross Kraft, he started a few games for us last year. He's going to bring the ball for us this year a little bit. He's a senior. We got 2 more. Who am I missing? Kamani Smith and Alex Samawi.
Yep.
Those guys played football this year. They're coming back. A couple good role guys, and then and Zach Jones. Zach's like Lucas Porter. He played some minutes for us. He started a couple games last year. Was a good role player for us last year. Real good shooter. Real excited for him. He's been putting in a lot of work. So Zach, Lucas, Idris, those guys put a lot of work into hoops and getting better, and I think they're excited. I think that we've had 10 practices and we're ready to play a game, and to see what where we're at and to see the things we also need to get better on. We know it's a long process. It's not just guaranteed that you're going to walk in the gym and win. We're gonna go every day and obviously find a way. We just got to find a way to win. Doesn't matter what the game's like. If it's 30s, 40s, 50s, just find a way. So that's our mentality going forward. And those are the seniors we got. Do you want me to go through
Sure, why
both
not?
teams?
Sure,
All right,
why not?
I'll talk a little bit about it. We got Max Wofford, who's a sophomore. He played a little bit last year for us. He played in a few games, helped us get a big win in Howell. So he's back. And then we got 4 juniors. Ryan McKeag, Cam Short, both played football, so some more physicality helping us out. We played a lot of minutes on that JV team, and then Amir Miller and Ali Hyder, both guys who played a lot of minutes on that JV squad. And yeah, those guys, they're coming and they're learning on the fly and they're excited. I think we got an overall around really deep and a really really deep team, a deep squad, which is good and exciting for us this year.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you got a chance to watch some of the games last night with the teams around the league, but what's league play going to be like, you think?
I think the league it's gonna be a tough league. I think I said that last year. The teams obviously always change a little bit. Our team went from being maybe one of the taller teams in the division. It might have been the tallest team. I just looked at the roster, like 6'11", 6'7", 6'6", and now we're 6'5" is our tallest, and then it's a bunch of 5'11", 6-foot guys, and I think that's around the league. There's not as much height, so that'll be interesting to see how teams play maybe a little differently. But it's gonna be a battle every day. There's some good coaches in the division on our side, and they're gonna have their guys ready to play every single game, just like they did last year. There's no easy games. You can't circle a team and say, hey, I'm glad we get at least one easy game. Every game is gonna be a battle, just like last year. We had a lot of games that were all single digit games. I think that's going to be the same case this year. So it's a deep league. It's a tough league. Got a lot of big schools. So you end up getting a decent amount of basketball talent on the floor. So
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about the conference. What do you have in store for the non-conference?
non-conference. So we start Waterford Mott today. I think I looked on their Twitter. They've won the LVC like 5 of the last 6 or 7 years. So they always a really good team, good basketball team. Zealand East this Saturday. It's actually where I went to school. We did a little home and away with their coach. I'm a good buddy, one of my good buddies from back home. Jeff Carlson, he's a good guy. So that'll be exciting. They have 2 real good players. One dude who's like 6'9" shooter. I think he's got some D2 looks. Then they got a junior guard who he scored like 26 points on us last year. So that'll be a challenge come Saturday. I need to pull it up real quick. Lake Orion, we got Lake Orion coming to our place.
Yep.
With that OAA crossover, which would be pretty cool. We're going to Milford for a Christmas tournament.
Yep.
That is the 28th and 29th over winter break.
Yep. I was there last year.
You were there?
Always a fun time of it. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
So
Harlan's in there. We're going to start with Milford. So there's an opportunity we could have if Harlan and I, if we both win or if we both lose, we could play each other 3 times in a season, which is obviously a little different, but also could be exciting. And then I know I'm missing. Detroit Country Day later in the season. We're playing them. Friends with their assistant coach, and scheduled that game, and and their young team should be a battle. We'll go watch them on Friday. They play Canton, so get a little scouting done and see how exactly they look. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm missing one more, but
Yeah. Also, in that Christmas tournament, Fenton will be the fourth team. I mean, the funny thing is, in there, 3 out of the 4 teams are in one district together for playoffs. So that will be
all
that'll
three of
be
those teams are.
yeah. So it'll be that'll be that's why I'm going. So it's gonna be
Yeah, that'll be sweet for you. That'll be cool.
be fun.
I didn't realize they were all in the same district.
Yeah, they're all in. They'll be at Heartland when district time rolls around. So
Okay. Oh, and we're playing Skyline too. They're coming to our place. That's
yeah,
what I know. Trying to remember everything. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, we got Ann Arbor Skyline coming to our place. That'll be a good game too. We played them in the summer. It was a close one. They got some good guards. It'll be a challenge. We don't have any. We scheduled some tough teams and did that on purpose to get us ready, for league play. So
yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you had a chance to watch any of the games last night or on Monday, but this obviously, the big change this year with the one-on-one rule gone. A lot of coaches are telling me that it's exciting. Definitely the games are. If you saw some of the games last night, they went by a little bit faster. But what's your take on all that? How do you think that's going to play into the rest of the year?
yeah, I think it's definitely different. It's gonna be maybe a little harder to get back into games if you're down more than 2 possessions late, missing that first free throw, and and them not having a chance at another one is obviously a better percentage for you to get back in the game. So I think the strategy maybe changes a little. You might start fouling a little sooner if you are down in that fourth quarter. Um, yeah, and it's you to start the fourth quarter, you're always going to be at 0 fouls too. So you can also maybe be a little more aggressive than you are if you're already sitting at 5 or 6 to start that fourth quarter. Um, it's it'll be new and different for all of us, but I am excited. I think it's a good rule. Make kids shoot 2 free throws and play defense. Right, you get rewarded for playing defense, and if you foul, you get more opportunities. So
Yeah, should be fun. All right,
yeah,
Andrew, thank you so much for the time as always. We'll talk to you soon.
for sure. Thanks for having me.